Today I'm doing something slightly different. I'm in the studio here, but I'm talking on video chat with Seth Price about search engine optimization for law firms. He's going to give us some insight into how law firms get cases with their websites.
Go Media Marketing is a full-service agency helping prominent law firms and companies like yours get visible. Video, websites, consulting, and
You
more.
might know Seth as the founding partner and business backbone of Price Benowitz, a prominent Washington, D.C. law firm. As the founding partner, Mr. Price oversees a team of over 20 attorneys across various practice areas, and Price Benowitz has emerged as a well-respected law firm in Washington, D.C. with notable acclaim in criminal defense, personal injury, and medical malpractice. They also include immigration services and white-collar law. Welcome, Seth. Thank you so much for coming and getting on this call with me today. Where are you right now?
Right in the District of Columbia, just steps from the White House.
When I first met you, I was speaking at a conference at the Atlas Conference in Washington, D.C., and you were just so deeply interested in search engine optimization. You were just feverish about it. And I wondered, how did that get started for you?
Well, I guess I love, businesses and how they work. I went to law school despite that. And coming out after a few years of slugging away at a big firm in DC, I helped to start a company called uslaw.com. I was the vice president of business development, and we were a precursor to what you now know as FindLaw and lawyers.com. The idea of matching consumers with lawyers to help get services that are needed and all sorts of different information pieces to it. That may seem commonplace now, but back in '98, that was a big deal. Yeah. So that company popped when the bubble popped in 2001, but I took sort of that marketing acumen and merged that into the firm that I started with David Benowitz. This is a friend of mine from college and law school. We're kind of stuck together. And one by one, we've built websites for each practice area or each lawyer. And I'm just fascinated by how this works. To a certain extent, Google has made an algorithm or a game that, by following their rules and adding the ingredients in the order that they want, it's possible to help build a business. And now I've been sort of fortunate enough not only to build my own business, but to now have the ability to do this for other people from around the country. And that's been really exciting.
I was just thinking, when I first met you, we were driving in a car, and you were saying you were so into search engine optimization, and you were saying that you were going to come to the Silicon Valley out here and meet with somebody who had the secret ingredient. Remember that?
Well, we say that jokingly, the secret sauce. There is no secret sauce. That's the irony of this. It's really a lot of hard work and effort, but that in general, I think people need to be really aware that anybody who tells them that there is like fairy dust or a secret sauce, that it doesn't really exist. They're looking for it, but that generally it's effort in, effort out, and that Google is looking for a great user experience. And that if you're able to produce that great user experience, they're going to reward you and push you further up in the search engines, which will get you more traffic.
Okay, so when you say that you are working for, whatever law firm, and you guys are doing their content and you're making sure they're getting good SEO, when you guys have a great article that you've written in their website, do you actually submit it to various local press, or how does that work exactly?
Good question. So, it's less about the old school PR, but now the new world might be Huffington Post, getting somebody to be a columnist on Huffington Post, finding bloggers that are interested in what they're doing, reaching out. So before, you might want the local business journal. Well, that's not bad. There are many bloggers with high quality blogs where if we can do digital PR and get people quoted as authorities in those worlds, that has been very effective. And we're always looking for new and different ways to move the needle.
Now, do you find that you can actually convince a lawyer to take the time every month to write, or is it that you really write for them and then they okay it or put their voice into it?
For the website, there's a lot of that. If it's static content, which is what I was talking about before, I have less of a problem having outside writers. When it comes to authoritative blog post by the attorney, that's one where it does take effort. We can produce, just like a research assistant or a law clerk on the Supreme Court would be able to produce much of the research needed for something, so that somebody can put the finishing touches on for themselves, and we consider themselves the thought leader and the author. But that's, where we're trying to simulate what's done in the real world in real places. And whether it's a law professor writing a book or whether it's a judge writing an opinion, they have people behind them that are generating much of that support, and we're playing that role internally.
I wanted to interrupt you before I forget. Like, I just had a little boing. I was just thinking about one of the things about what you do is that you're getting them great search results on this content. And I'm thinking that stuff stays up there forever once it gets good search results, doesn't it? It doesn't just disappear.
Trying to create evergreen content. We're at the whim of Google, but we're following that. We don't believe that high quality content is going to fall out of favor. There are risk factors. Google's pushing its paid search so that the organic is getting pushed further down the page. That's a risk.
I noticed that.
That's a reality for mobile and for others. So many people are on mobile, and you have to scroll down to get to the organic. So in general, this is, if you have high quality content that answers questions, generally that will prevail. Okay, it's not guaranteed, and we don't guarantee, just like as a lawyer, we don't guarantee results. We can't guarantee results here, but we do know is we've had a track record of success. We do certain things, and generally that hard work will calibrate to success, both from a page view point of view, to a phone call point of view, to a client point of view, and to a revenue point of view.
I've always wanted to interview people who have this kind of expertise, and having you as my first person as a video chat, I'm really honored to have you here.
One of the areas that has been interesting over the last few years has been the intersection of video and content, and that video has taken more and more of a role in what SEO is. There was a period where people were really focused on, and Google was throwing a lot of effort into video, and not that it's gone away, but the idea being that a well-optimized YouTube channel can still have positive SEO results and search results. And that combination, when we see the different disciplines, and they have video and static content and links and all those things coming together, when those come together, you take high quality video, at first people will use a flip camera. Well, the world now expects better, and it doesn't cost a lot, but people like yourself who produce great high quality content, taking that and then allowing somebody to use that platform and optimize that platform, just like we do the content, can be remarkable. And we've had really nice success where you can get a second bite at the apple in a search result, one with your website and one with your video. That's a home run. We love that.
I love it too. I try to make sure you talk about happy clients. Every client that I have, I tell them what search result we're going for, and then I can prove it to them. We take a screenshot of their video isn't there, and then once we get it there, it's like, there you are. And a lot of them, like transvaginal mesh, all these subjects, they stay at the top of the video searches with thousands and thousands of other websites videos trying to hit that search. They're sitting there at the top for years, and they're not paying us anymore.
When you see a YouTube channel that is getting traffic, that is adding videos, and that people are linking, I forget about the channel, but to the video itself. That's my wish, is to get your video on a mass tort, getting direct links. When that happens, that is not dissimilar to our philosophy for the websites, which is we want fresh content every day, at least a page of fresh, high quality content every day. And as these pages are added, making sure that they continue to answer and support other questions, so that if you're doing things on a particular mass tort and then you have supporting pages on it, it's great if you have one video on it, just like it's great if you have one page on it. But if you have 10 pages that support that page, and then for each of those 10 pages, you have content that supports it, that you're able to produce really deep information that allows somebody to go deeper on your website, spend more time on your website, engage more, and God willing, produce results that are even better.
You're speaking my language. That was really good. Oh, let's say one more time the call to action. So what should people do if they want to get in touch with you?
I love them to check out our website, Blue Spark Digital, BLU, sparkdigital.com.
Okay.
If you Google me, I'm pretty easy to find,
Mhm.
and we'd love to work with you.
All right. You guys call Seth if you need great websites with killer search engine optimization. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Is your company doing it right? Go Media Marketing builds in-house studios, websites, video production, consulting. You on camera, or our professionals stand in for you? Here's what our clients say.
Mary Carey goes around the country working with law firms. Your clients right now are on YouTube searching for their lawyer. If you want help finding your potential clients, call Mary Carey.
Click here or follow the link in the description below.